hair, just know I'm proud of you. Till ain't no hoes, but they swole, what is you coming to? Run up and check up on my own seat. Why they niggas tryna flex up on me? Ain't no flexing my blessings and ain't no stressing no. Selling flexing, yeah, I do it on the regular.
It's Thursday. We're doing something new, y'all. I need y'all to grab your drinks, grab your glasses. Y'all know what time it is. It's Thursday. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Where you at? Look. We're getting somewhere. Look, I ain't taking this off the screen and showing y'all something exciting until I get some comments that we in the building. Let me see where y'all at. Share this live. Share this live. We are live tonight. So if you want to follow us, wherever you want to follow us, we live everywhere you want to watch. Right now, send it out. Send it out. Send it out. Let them know. Come on, fill this room up. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, where the crew at? 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 How's everybody doing? Hey, hey. We in here. We in here. We in here. All right. Are y'all sending the live? Send the live. Send the live. Well, I'm a little parched. I'm a little parched. But are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Listen. Do y'all like it? Look. Where the crew at? Where the crew at? Uh-oh. We're doing, look. Uh-oh. Listen. 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 We doing something new. We doing something new. Are y'all ready? Look, we had to change some things up around here. Listen. Listen. All right, are y'all ready? Come on, send this live out. Share the live. Let them know we live. Let me let y'all in a little closer. A little closer. Hey, y'all. It's Thursday. Listen, we here. Hey, Beyonce. Hey, y'all. It's Thursday. Ooh. Thank you, baby. This looks good. This looks good. This looks good. Let me go ahead and take a sip. With the tahini. Okay. And y'all see that drink? It's like a glowing drink. Y'all in here? Oh! Oh! Hey, bestie! Come on, y'all. Hey, you hear though. You hear though. You can hear me. Listen. 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 Okay? Everybody are welcome in the crew. Everybody, we in here. We are in here. All right? We are in here. Listen, we are in here. All right, we are in here. We are in here. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Okay, so we are definitely doing something different, okay? Not different, but just new. We're elevating. So I have been trying to, excuse me, y'all know, as soon as I start to sipping on a beverage, I get real burpy. But we've been working, and I'm not even gonna lie. Okay. I'm not even gonna lie. By the help of people that have been, okay, no pressure if you haven't been able to, but by the help of people, okay, we are able to do some things over here, okay? What? A bitty bitty, a bitty, a bitty bitty bitty, okay? So we're working on some things. I am just continuing to grow in my craft and what I love to do. And this is just a beginning. So I know there's still some pieces that I need. And y'all, I'm really a one-man show, okay? I'm really trying to do and figure all of this out. You know, when you ask people for help, you wait for it and you see if you're going to get it. And, you know, you just wait and you wait and you wait. And you Judge Judy them. You know, you just wait and you wait and you wait. And so, but we here, okay? I'd rather be doing this and doing it and doing it and doing it well. Okay, so we're going to continue to do it. There's still a few more things that I need to get and that I really, you know, want to work on. And I'm going to put a wish list together. Somebody asked me, like, hey, can you put a wish list together? And I was like, sure. You know, okay. And I'll put the link and wish away. But, you know, as we're growing and elevating and continue to strive, and the podcast coming soon, and there's some lighting that I want to work on getting, because, you know, I want to look right, and I want the lighting and everything to be French kiss. And then, you know, my soundboard. So I'm working on my soundboard so I can get the sound how I want to do it, so I can make sure that I hear, you hear, we all hear, you hear everything. I'm working and controlling it while somebody else is working and controlling this. And eventually we're just going to continue to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. Okay? Because we live in the crew. What? So, we're doing some things, and I'm just really excited about just the journey, and it just being, we doing it and not being afraid, you know. Fear is one ugly thing, okay? It's just one ugly thing. But you got to learn how to conquer fear and learn how to conquer it in your own way. You know what I mean? Don't be pressured by how everybody else goes and takes on their fear. You know, everybody's fears are different. Your fears is not my fears. And even if they are, we're going to experience them different. So at the end of the day, conquer your fears, okay? Put them in front of you. Let the fears know that I'm the giant and you're not. Look, here we go. Who is this? Let me go on. Who is texting me? Because I'm going to put you on blast, because this is the multiple time. Oh, period. Clock it, P. Ew. Had to just make sure we plug it in. Send it. Woo! I almost had to just flip this chair back and shout, okay? So, conquer your fear. You know, whatever it may be, however it may be, whatever it may be, conquer it. Because you are greater than fear. And you can do it. You know, sometimes we do look at it, and it does give us some setbacks sometime in life, but don't let it miss you out on opportunities for yourself that you have aligned with God and where he wants to take you. Don't let fear hold you back. Okay? There is more. I'm pretty positive there is more than 100 people that will be blessed by what you do in today's time if you just go ahead and go and do it and stop letting fear hold you back. Okay? So I really believe that was your message for the day. So grab your drinks. Let's cheer to that, okay? Conquering fear, okay? Because we will do it. Now type in the comments, I'm more than a conqueror, Come on, let's just go there while we're there. Don't be disobedient. That's so tasty. Okay. Let's just go there while we're there. Okay. There it is. Okay. There it is. Talk to the people. Listen. Okay. I'm just trying to reach somebody. Okay. We always want to put a limit on ourselves and say, oh, I'm just trying to reach one. No, turn that one, add some zeros on it. And every time you speak it, add some more zeros. Don't ever just say one. Add the zeros, honey, okay? Take that to the bank, all right? To the bank. Clank. Cash that one in, okay? All right. Hey, Poodle Blue. All right. Oh. It just does me well. It makes me feel that, okay? That's right, Ray. You claim that, okay? Because if you didn't catch that, you'll catch that later. All right? Well, y'all know what time it is. I know this is what y'all all been waiting for because this is all y'all come here for. Yeah, Say what? What you say? Yeah, you heard what I said. Say. Okay, we working on something. We trying to get there. Oh, y'all. First and foremost, did y'all see who was on the docket tonight? Yeah, buddy. Did you see who is on the docket tonight? Now, I hope after tonight, we gonna lay this Kenya and Brit on down in history for the RHOA Hall of Fame award, whatever, or the Burn book. This probably will go down in the history in the Burn book. And after this, we shouldn't have to be talking no more about them. I also want to know how y'all feel about Nicki Minaj being the greatest rapper of all time. Now, I'm going to need y'all to talk back to me. Followed up by Missy Elliott. Okay? So we definitely are going to get into that. Did y'all hear what Terrence Howard said? Child, and if you did not hear, then you're going to hear. But for those that just came in, I feel like I need to run the intro video one more time just so y'all can see that you're at the greatest show of all shows on a great Thursday night. And what you need to do is grab your drink, grab what you need to grab, and get on back in your seat because we about to get into some things.
Just know I'm proud of you. Till ain't no hoes, but they swole. What is you coming to? Run up and check up on my own seat. Why they niggas tryna flex up on me? Ain't no flexing my blessings and ain't no stressing on. Said I'm flexing, yeah, I do it on the regular. All right. We back. I hope you got your drinks. Whether it's water, H2O, okay? Apple juice, Dr. Pepper, margarita, okay? A shot, bourbon, whiskey, vodka. We don't discriminate. Whatever it is that you need to grab to make your Thursday night relaxing with me, please do so. Now, I do want to say this. I love my supporters.
And y'all know Mr. K also loves the kids. But you know, when I get on these platforms, I tend to let my hair down a little bit. I tend to be able to talk my See? So I want to make sure that if you can't catch me live on a Thursday, you just go back and rewatch when you have time. Okay? Because we want to make sure that I am influenced and seen by the generation of our future in such of a way that I am, because I don't give my kids that I work with my YouTube channel. I just don't. Even when I went out and spoke, I don't know if they'll come across the channel. But I try to remember that, yes, I am an educator. I am in the education world. But also, y'all, I am who I am, okay? And if y'all worked with some of these kids today, baby, where's some of my educators at that's in the building, okay? Y'all know what I'm saying. So I just want to say, these are not G-rated shows. They're not, okay? But or grab some headphones, okay? And then just be over there sneakering and laughing in the corner, pop an ear pod in, you know, have one ear here and one ear there. So, you know, the kids don't be, you know, hearing the tea, because I'm giving what's really going on. And if y'all really knew about it, y'all kids be talking about it at school anyway. Some of them help me cover my stories. I'm just saying. Because they be listening to y'all. And don't try to say they be watching me. Don't you say that. I don't like pointing. But don't you say that. Well, that looks so bad. That was so wrong. Okay, y'all. So without further ado, let's start from what y'all over here saying. Yes, let them know, Ray, okay? Because we're going to get into some things of the things, okay? Listen, okay? Hubby, no, because we sit and have bed chronicles about these kids, okay? I'm going to tell you. Listen, come and get them, P. All right? We love the kids, though, okay? We really do love the kids. Like, I know that I'm going to be in education no matter what I do. And I got dreams, and me and God have had conversations with the K. And I know the impact that I'm going to be able to make in these babies' lives. So, you know, me and the man upstairs, we've been talking. Hey, Carissa! Y'all, my people are in the building. How y'all doing? Okay, y'all. So, you know, I jump, I go all over the place. That makes a good content creator, okay? I'm keeping you on the ride, all right? Sit back, relax, giggle a little bit, and enjoy the ride, all right? Okay, so let's bring them to the stage, okay? Man, oh man. Now, we know that Mr. Sean Combs is set to be, you know what? Let's see. Hey, Siri, when does P. Diddy go to trial?
Do you want me to use ChatGPT to answer that?
Yes. So I think he's set to go to trial. Like,
Combs is scheduled to stand trial on May 5th, 2025 in Manhattan federal court, facing charges including sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. He has pleaded not guilty to these charges. That was from ChatGPT. Check important info for mistakes.
All right. So he's set to go to trial May 5th. Okay. And if you don't know, like they just said, sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, facing those are like the big cases. Okay. So we all know. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been watching every documentary, everything that has come out, everything that has been said, and it is swaying the boat, okay? You got one group saying this is what he did. And then you have his team who's saying, but this is what he did. And this is what he did not do. And a lot of them want to make it seem like what Diddy did was consensual to these people. Okay? Allegedly, all the things that you guys have spread out on the table, defense, it's not true. Okay? This man asked everybody. Okay? Allegedly. Okay? Now, y'all know I did a previous video, and I need to do another one now that we're getting ready to go to trial May 5th, because things are getting ready to start to get interesting. I really don't know where it's going to go. For once, I'm a little like, I just need to sit back and see the fight on both sides. Because Diddy really is saying, you will see. Now, I have my own feelings, okay? Because we all are entitled to our own feelings, right? Right. So I have my own feelings. Are they right? No, but they're my feelings, okay? Now, I have also the ability to express my feelings, like we all do. These are what we call opinions, okay? And allegedly, we say these things because hypothetically, the actions that we've seen of this person to be played out, not hypothetically, but what we've seen to be played out publicly of this person, the actions, may give us an opinion about some things. Okay? I was getting a little parched because I'm doing some good talking. We now see their actions, and then now we have an opinion. So where in that do we lie? We have to wait to see what truth prevails. I am a firm believer that when you go to court, this is the system that has been laid out by the lands of the law, and this is how they take things. And if there is justice, justice shall be served. And if they don't have a good fighting case, and he's got a good fighting team, we don't know how this may be played out. Now, if you've watched every documentary, Tubi has some. Now, I ain't going to start calling them out because I ain't getting paid to promote none of them. But type in Diddy, and they're out there. Go watch them. We're going to start to talk about this towards the end of this month because he's set to go to trial May 5th. But while things are getting hot, it really strikens me who's coming out to speak on his defense or who's coming out to accuse him. And they may not say it's an accuse because it's all alleged. But also, again, like I said earlier, you can't tell me my experiences. If I didn't say that, I'm saying it now. Nor can you tell me my feelings, okay? Because I felt how I felt and I experienced what I experienced. Never say the less. It's not arguable. We're not arguing about it. We're not going to go back and forth. We can sit down and have a conversation if that's what we got to do between us. But when it's in the hands of the law, we've got to see what evidence may be provided to back up this cause. Am I right or am I wrong? Can I get an amen, crew? Okay. So, with that being said, it heard me say that, okay? Listen. Hey! With that being said, let's see. I think he's hoping, I think he might be hoping for a Johnny Depp ending. And we all know how that played out for Johnny Depp. Hey, Granny! Okay? All right. So, now, here we go. This is where it got interesting to me. Because a lot of people, before this thing went down, we're not going to make this about Diddy, but it is about Diddy and Terrence Howard, but we're going to give you some background so you can kind of understand what I'm saying. Before all this went down, everybody hung out with some Diddy. okay? Everybody had a Diddy party. And well, let's not say everybody, because now allegedly everybody ain't went to no Diddy parties. But if you ask me, if social media was hot like it is now in the 90s, y'all would have been toe up. But everybody was affiliated with Diddy in some kind of way. So you think that when you spend as much as time as you spend around a person like Diddy, where we've seen him be different people in the public eye, and then you have his family who say he is who he is, and this is who we know him to be. We know Diddy as a father, we know Diddy as, so his mother would say, as my son. Some of them say as a childhood friend. You can go back and watch these documentaries. So you think when some of this would come out, celebrities would speak, right? Am I right or am I wrong? I felt like we thought we were going to hear certain people speak up. Now, have we? Is the question. I think we've heard more people come out and say their experiences that have been related to Diddy than we have heard more people come out and say, you know what? Besides Stevie J. And that's another story for another sausage. I mean, woo! Kenny! Now, I see, I had to go there because why would you say that? But other than that, who else? Name them. Y'all drop a name in the chat and I'll wait for a second on who said that this is not who Diddy is. Oh, that's a little mango. Fresh mango. Oh, I don't see the chat moving. Oh. That part. So here we are. Terrence Howard has came out and said, you know what? I've had an experience with this man, Diddy. Now, in my career, y'all know I like to tell a story. So let me see. Where is my ticker where I say that these are all alleged? Okay. Is this it? No, that's a nice one. Oh, that's a nice one too. Y'all gotta understand. I'm looking at the screen. I need to put another monitor like down here. I am. So mind your business because I'm going to put a monitor where I could see a little closer, but I'm looking at the screen so far away. So I'm trying to, okay, well, we'll leave this one up. But allegedly, okay, let's just say allegedly, okay, we have heard some very nasty stories about Diddy. So now here comes Terrence Howard. And he recently took to a podcast that at a point in time in my career, I was asked to come be Diddy's acting coach. Allegedly, this is all alleged because I'm going to tell it with a little story like Kay likes to tell it, okay? So the great actor that I am, Terrence Howard, you know, his people hit me up. And they say, hey, Diddy wants you to come teach him a few things. You know, he's trying to get in there. He's trying to get his you know, I always want to say Terrence Howard and Cuba Gooding Jr. look alike. Because when I see Terrence Howard, I'll be wanting to call him Cuba Gooding Jr. And then when I see Cuba Gooding Jr., I'll be wanting to call him Terrence Howard. I mean, you know, two nice looking men, but I'm just saying, I always want to do that because I almost just called him Cuba Gooding Jr. But this is Terrence Howard. He is saying that, well, I was sent there to go teach him some acting. Let me just see if I can find the audio clip. It's better when I just play it you know, I'm not putting it on the screen, so y'all can forget that. Those days are over until I get paid for a promotion from somebody to show somebody else's footage. It won't be nothing showed on the screen that's going to be aired unless it's for me. It's just, I'm just learning the game, y'all. Y'all don't be mad at me. Just understand I'm learning the game. And I know y'all loved that, but until I have the license and all that to really use it without people trying to come from my pockets and I'm trying to grow, we're going to do it the audio version way, okay? All right? So, Terrence Howard, where is it? Now it just wants to act up. I see, this is what I don't be understanding. As soon as you're looking for something, it want to get funny acting. And I'm just trying to tell the story. I'm just trying to report on the story as the story is the story. And I sent it. Ooh. It's crazy. Y'all, I'm trying to keep. Ooh, and look, see, there go that. That post really sent me in. And we're going to get there in just a second. It's crazy. I have so much stuff saved because I be wanting to talk about so much. It'd be so much going on. And now I can't find it. Okay, we're going to do it this way. Let's see. Here we go.
Listen, before y'all talk about me, y'all need to talk to me. You see, once upon a time, if a man questioned another man's honor, he didn't do it from the shadows. He had to do it out in the open.
No, that ain't the one I want, you know, because see, he gets... Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Weeks asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in and make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back.
Okay, now I hate that real man comment, but whatever. When you approach a heterosexual male, okay, a straight man, just say that. The whole real man stuff gets on my nerves. Let me address that first. But anywho, as you heard the audio there, he said it. And now, this is an alleged situation because this didn't even come by. Terrence Howard was sitting in the room and heard it himself. Terrence Howard, assistant. Am I right or am I wrong? I will run the receipt again one more time. Okay, because I want to really make this clear because it's going to help me make a point.
Invited me for weeks asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music, and he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. I was like,
that's what my assistant said. So here we go. Okay, this is where I need to go into, because this is where the rubber meets the road. And this is why I think sometimes we've got to wait till see how this thing is going to play out. Because you may have stories like this where this is what somebody told me, rather than this is my experience. We want to trash talk and down talk the people that have experiences, but highlight. I ain't over here highlighting Terrence Howard. I'm actually over here getting ready to drag his ass, because why did you want to have a moment to jump in on a situation when you didn't have a situation with Diddy. Maybe your Fruity Loom assistant, you know, maybe one of him was with us. He was one of us, okay? Because I can say it, okay? It ain't coming out of my mouth to be negative because I am one, okay? It just now, when I was a young, anywho, maybe he wanted the assistant and the assistant was kind of, who knows? But for you to do a interview, and because his name is hot right now, like a hot mic, we're mic'd, Diddy, it's being picked up. You want to say that my assistant told me he wanted to. Now, it would have been different if he would have been like, oh, well, while we were sitting in the rooms and he was just staring at me, he started rubbing on my leg. Or allegedly, he came up to me and caressed me. Or he told me himself, hey, drop your drawers. We didn't get none of that. We got, I went over there one day. I sat there. He looked at me. I left, came back, played my music. He looked at me. I left. He called me. My assistant said he wanted to spend one more day. I said, for what? My assistant said, well, I think he wants to screw you. My assistant, no, man, I'm a real man. I don't play that. Well, why didn't the real man and you pick up the phone and call this man and say to the part B of this is, well, you know what? I had a conversation with him. And when I got on the phone with him, I said, hey, I ain't with all of that. If we want to holler real man syndrome, Terrence. See, I bet when y'all seen this, y'all thought I was going to talk on the mess of it. No. I don't like how when people want to look for a moment because they hot mic'd. It's not cool. Because this man, and then by no means necessary, y'all, hear me out, am I defending Diddy? Because I believe Cassie. I believe Don. I believe the woman that got shot in the face. I believe the Sean, who now lives in a whole nother different country. I believe Mace. I believe there was another Jane Doe who her story is on TikTok. I mean, one of the documentaries. That's about 6 people right there. I believe that I've also seen this man act as in a character of Joker, and it was way too believable. I believe Kid Cudi. I believe Kim Porter. I believe Wendy Williams when she was trying to tell us years ago. So, and by no means necessary am I trying to say that I stand with Diddy when I say Terrence was wrong. No, Terrence was wrong. You were looking for a moment, and they picked it up like clickbait because Diddy's hot mic right now. This is the type of stuff that I don't think we need to entertain. Terrence, if you gonna holler real man, a real man should have picked up the phone and called Diddy and seen, hey, my assistant is talking some, I don't know, some kind of off the wall stuff in my eyes. Can you give me some clarity? Am I right? I'm just, or do we not have those kind of conversations anymore? Real men? Because that's my thing. And then if you have to question your sexuality as a real man, real men don't have to question their sexuality or be threatened by anybody of any other sexuality. Because if I ain't coming on to you and my hands ain't in your pants, we are 2 men standing side by side and you don't know what I do and nor do I know what you do. I should just be able to respect you as what? A man. That's what makes you a real man. So to try to pull this little punk stuff, Terrence, either you got a good movie coming out or something, or you trying to get involved into something, but this was the wrong clickbait, if you ask me. This was the wrong clickbait. And it's just not it. It's just not it. But isn't it weird if Diddy was starting Just I mean, yes, that is weird. And I'm not I'm not forgetting about the things that made it weird. But I'm also going deeper into the situation. You know what I mean? I'm also going deeper into it because if I'm in a room with you and I'm just staring at you, all it was a stare down. You don't know what I'm thinking. I could be thinking in my head about something not even in this room. I could be thinking about your outfit. I could be looking at the crust around your lips. I could be looking at how one piece of hair is sticking out of place. A stare down is not anything valid enough for me to say, well, let's put that in the indictment. But for you to tell this whole story like he really told you per se, I want you, like he has done to other people, what was your moment and motive behind this, Terrence? Are you on those videos? Are you at the parties? Was you slipping and sliding on baby oil? Make it make sense. Yeah, some part of him didn't. That's why he didn't go back that third time. Right? Yeah. He definitely wanted a moment. Okay? Slipping and sliding on baby oil. Is he involved? Because, you know, we all love to play a good damage control sometimes when we're involved in something. So, yeah, in other words, I brought you on here, Terrence, tonight to tell you this was a bad move, real man. And next time, if you want to be a real man and not one of the girls, clock that. Don't get on a podcast to try to go be mad. This is also a thing, and I'm about to be real controversial with this. I don't want to discourage anybody from doing podcasting because you can go about it and be a podcaster and have a topic that speaks to a certain demographic. And I would say that that's totally fine. But when you get on here and you start gossiping, I'm just being honest. Men that gossip are of a certain caliber like me. They're mostly gay. Because that's just what gay men do. We love to be involved in, you know, the gossip. Throw me over a bridge if I'm wrong. Okay? How many wives can truly say, now, yes, I'm not saying if you sit up and you enjoy the things with your girl, but if you get around your fellas and y'all are talking in depth about housewives or in the latest things that's going on Basketball Wives, or if you even talking about this Diddy situation, and it just depends on how you go about it. Okay? But hear me out. This job ain't for everybody. I'm going to just say it in a nice manner. Okay? If you catch my drift, watch the door shift. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying you see more of who? Doing okay. So let's take these last comments. I'm done. They was all at the parties. You ain't never lied. You know, it's interesting. And I so here's the thing. Y'all know that y'all my crew street team. And some of y'all that are very faithful and loyal, y'all show up when I need y'all to show up. The stories that you believe to be true because you know that you've heard some real information and you can send me what you've heard, or you got a video clip, or you can just tell me where to go look for it at, inbox me. Okay? I really want to put something together, like I said at the end of the month, because we getting ready to go on trial, and I've kept it. I've kept my word and said when this thing hits, I'm gonna be covering it. So whether I'm at work, whether I'm at home, we're gonna have to cover day by day, starting on May 5th, what's going on with Diddy, okay? Now, I'm not going to be able to be in New York. I wish I could. I wish I had some connect. If any of y'all got some New York connect that, you know, we can get it on the low, but send it to your boy, okay? All right. But yes, Columbus Short has a very interesting story too. It's very diverse. I do agree. But there's a content place for everybody. Now, when you get caught up on certain content, it'll be what it be. I'm just saying. That's my brother. He know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. I love you, brother. So, Terrence, you was weak for that. Okay? Real man. Okay? How about little boy? That was a little boy move. Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and go. Because see, this is what I'm saying. Certain, you wouldn't know about this kind of stuff. And this is trending stuff. Now, I cover a lot. I don't like to do politics and news unless it's something that we really need to do. And I think maybe next week we'll need to tap in because it is a lot of stuff going on. Hold on. I'm going to put them on blast. You are very disrespectful to be calling me when I am on live and you're not watching me and you're supposed to be my best friend. Yes. Yep. I answered. On live.
I'm going to go on Instagram right now.
Yep. Catch it on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, or Instagram. No matter of fact, you get on YouTube so you come apologize publicly to the platform.
You know, it's crazy because I was calling because I was like, let's go hang out tomorrow. You see?
Okay, all right. Well, I'll call you. Owe me one now. I'll call you back. I'm at work. Sorry, y'all. I had to put people on blast. You don't call while I'm at work. Okay. So, Kenya Moore and Brit Edie. I don't need to go too much into it because last week we seen what it was. What really bothered me with Kenya is that now that this is all played out, you took your time, my love, to go get these 3 poster boards blown up, okay, as big as possible, in a room that was intended for Brit Edie to be in, to embarrass her, for her to knock you or pull your hair down like Portia did at that reunion, in front of all these people, for you to say, yep, there it is, fire her, get her out of here now. Because you know Brit Edie ain't no girl just from the suburbs, okay? No, she's that girl from around the way, and that if you really would have did that, and I don't condone violence, y'all. I don't condone violence at all. But if you dare think you gonna embarrass me, and this is a PSA to anybody, okay? Make sure, hold on. I think I even just need y'all to just, hold on. I'm gonna come back to y'all real quick. Because this ties in right with it. If you think in any world you gonna dare do what Kenya did to me, or anything of that nature and embarrass me, you got another thing coming, okay? You got another thing coming, okay? So, in the world of this whole situation, women play a game, okay? You say something about me, I say something about you. Real Housewives of Atlanta, you read me, I read you. Okay, we just go read for read until they tell us, look, it's too much. Y'all need to come to Jesus right now. And then we get it together and we have a come to Jesus. Okay? That's the thing that you do. Okay, the gays, we do it too. We'll read for read you down, and then either we'll be done with you and you better not ever cross my lane. Okay, women, they stand the same way. That's why the gays and women, we love each other. Okay? Or We'll read each other to the point that if we got a little love in there for each other, we'll make amends. Now, I ain't gonna say you're gonna be my Judy like we was, because we done hit some little rocky roads. But we don't ever go as low as this. And what Kenya did was absolutely disgusting. Okay? She decided at her grand opening event that was started off by a speech that was so heartfelt to her daughter and how she worked so hard and spent all of her daughter's tuition to embarrass a woman on national television that you obviously were threatened by. Oh, yeah. Y'all didn't think I was going to say that. Not Miss USA. Yes, she was threatened by Miss Brit Edie. Because if you can have it go to where all the way you ready to embarrass somebody and show pictures of them, Glock 3, Cynthia said, child, we don't want to see no woman giving another man no on the mic. We don't want to see that. And Kenya just thought that that was going to eat. Now, some people feel different than me, y'all. Some people feel like, oh, Kenya ate down with that one. That is how you do it. That is how you put up to rest. I'm sorry, it's not. Now, I don't know if in the contracts that they sign, you can't sue each other, because I wonder if it's true. Hey, Siri, did Candy ever sue Phaedra Parks for defamation of character? I'm being messy right now. I love you, Phaedra.
iPhone first. Candy loved your message.
Oh, no. I don't know. I'm figuring out, but I don't know. Maybe in their contract again. But if they can, Brit Edie, you need to take it on in. Now, Brit Edie took an interview, because what y'all do have to understand if you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, they filmed this for 6 months. They edit it. And then a year later, we get it. We watching it. They reliving it. And then they meet up for a reunion. That is how the beautiful magic is made. And I love it. Okay? You film, you edit, we watch, we reunion. That's it. That's how they do it. So, Brit Edie is now rewatching and reliving this. And she took to Instagram. No, she took to an interview. I don't know if it was Instagram or not, but she took to an interview. And I thought that the interview was so fitting. Now, she talks about the whole situation. Let's just take a quick listen.
Nobody would want to go through what I experienced. And I'm so grateful that I was not in that room when that happened, because that would have been a moment where she was looking to trigger me. And she was looking for me to act out. She was not threatened by me, because you don't do something like that if you're threatened. So for her to do that, it was all premeditated. She had no, she was never interested in making things right. She wanted to embarrass me. She wanted to humiliate me. And this was her big moment. So why would you do this at your big moment for someone that you're threatened by? Why? Why would you do that?
Did some of the other ladies though rally around you? Because I know, like, in that moment,
Kelly
Okay.
rallied. She
That's my
left.
girl.
All the
Hey,
ladies
Kelly.
were disappointed. I mean, a couple of them
Mwah, mwah.
stood back. Maybe Drew and I think Angela. No, she did come, but they knew it was wrong. But I felt that they still wanted to support her, and that's what I didn't like. Sometimes you have to stand on business and say, this isn't right, and hold your friends accountable. If someone is really, truly your friend, they're going to tell you when you're wrong, not sugarcoat it, not pretend like it's okay, or she deserved it. No, wrong is wrong. And that's why I was disappointed with some of the ladies, that they were just like, well, no, you couldn't imagine being put in that position. And that's why I was just a little hurt by the ladies. And it was a very emotional time for me when I needed everyone's support. And I'm grateful that in that time, Kelly was there for me. Cynthia had my back. Portia, which was a friend of, well, still a friend of Kenya, she came there and was just like, I couldn't do this. And, you know, it's an unfortunate situation. And I'm so glad that I wasn't there because she wanted to potentially take this opportunity from me.
Listen.
And she was like, see, you should be gone.
Listen.
And I feel like
what I
we're
say
all here to support each other, to support
and
each
this
other's
is my first time hearing the
to
interview.
be a
I
sisterhood.
just
And
seen it and I played it for right now, the first time.
it was disgusting.
It was disgusting.
You brought up Kelly and how she was supporting you, but I found it interesting, her recent Instagram post. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw it.
But she posted photos from that night, including one with Kenya, and then a meme that said defending somebody and then experiencing why nobody likes them is so humbling. What is
you know what's crazy about that? And you guys are gonna watch it.
Oh, well, we ain't even gonna get into that. That was just about to give me some OT that I wasn't even ready for, P. I wasn't even ready for that one, P. Not Kelly and Brit. Okay, so as it ended, it was disgusting. Okay, and then P just gave me some info that Portia gave some receipts on that. So I gotta go watch that, and I don't know what the receipts was, but P, drop in there a little bit, let me know what the receipts was, okay? But I did get some information, okay, that Kandi Burruss did not sue Phaedra. So she publicly talked about it, but didn't go through with it, okay? Why? I don't know, okay? I don't know, but she did it. So wait. Stop it, P. So now, it was nasty and it was disgusting. I don't think, and this is what I want everybody to know. Kenya, season 6, episode 7 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. If I had my peacock up right now, I would pull it up. But I'm going to do my own video to this. I'm going to make a quick 5-minute video. Nothing more than that. And I'm going to play the whole clip from what Kenya did. Because I'm going to tell y'all right now what she did. She went into her closet, opened up her gun case, and said, I got one. I'll use it. And some other things to the verge of how she would have to send somebody, allegedly Phaedra, in a hospital ambulance because she would shoot a donkey in the booty or something like that, allegedly, she said. Ooh, I almost moved this mic a little bit closer to y'all because I wanted to scoot to the screen and say, so what in the world would make you think, Kenya, that when Brit Edie said to you, girl, you don't know who you playing with, I ain't the one. I got whatever Glocks, allegedly, whips, y'all said she said. They said they searched her, they didn't find nothing. But she just said it, okay? Then I want to add that was very remorseful the next day following, talking to the girls. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said it. I never want to hurt, harm, or Kenya. And not in that way. I'm going to say it for you, Brit. I would never want to hurt the girl in that way. Now, I might lay these hands on her because I got sisters and they taught me how to do what sisters do when we don't see eye to eye. Sometimes. Now, you know, wrap this on up. Because, girl, the way you just tried, the way you did, not even a try, publicly embarrass me like that, you deserved for me to tiptoe all over that ass. Yeah, I said it. I said it. And Brittany, I am so sorry. I didn't, because to me, yes, Kenya's reads, and I gotta be honest, okay, because I'm a real one. All of Kenya's reads leading up to that were television gold, okay? Been that bee, still that bee, will forever be that bee, paid in dust. Whew, I will tell that to somebody quick. Brit Edie knows she'll even use that line, okay? All of that was good. And if you were going to do anything, because I got to be honest, because I'm a part of production too. Now, I don't know if production had any idea that she was going to do that. But if they were going to let that slide, the one only poster boy that should have showed was of the faces that maybe she went through, because she still is beautiful and gorgeous. But if you wanted to embarrass her, do it that. But the following ones after that, like you told Nene, and how you made it all made out for Nene. And don't get me wrong, I think Kenya needed to ride this entire season out, because I wanted to see how really remorseful she was. But y'all want to know? This is how remorseful she really was. After the showing of that, she took to social media and said, she said some crazy stuff. But she even posted this. And I'm going to come show y'all this. Because y'all know, Kenya Moore has my Instagram blocked. Conversation with K. Can't tag her in nothing. I can't see her in nothing. But she posted this disgusting repost on her story. Y'all see that? This type of stuff is foolishness at its all-time high. And so if this is the route that she was going to go, I'm sorry, Bravo. Y'all should have let her put a sinking anchor on her foot and let her drown herself. Because if that was the route that she was going to take on Instagram the night after this aired, with the post, and then she had something to say to the co-host that supported Miss Brit Edie. Now, I did get that, because I was like, oh, now you coming for Andy. She said, to the two co-hosts are extremely ignorant. Sexual assault is rape. Now, I'm not a major. What is it legally? What do you call it legally when you post porn of someone? It's a word, and I think it does fall under sexual assault. But nevertheless, she called them ignorant, talking about allegedly Andy and another host that was on the show. Remember that was Phaedra accused Candy of attempting to do to Portia. So she pretty much saying, like, don't say what I did with sexual assault. No, that's what Phaedra was trying to accuse Candy of. Revenge porn is someone who showed Kim K's sex tape. So now she's trying to go down the hole of letting y'all know everything of what I did. Isn't that revenge porn? I found that, plus tons of others online. She signed a release, so it's fair. It's a fair receipt. Warning, if you are not an attorney and are familiar with Georgia law, then STFU. Okay? Sick of these biased and selective outrage opinions. These comments should have never aired. It's a podcast. Where is it legal? We don't want to activate Kenya. I should have shown my event, but for the love of God, why would you ignore a clear gun threat? Well, Kenya, they ignored it because they ignored yours when you made it yours on season 6, episode 7. Did you forget about that? It's a little narcissist to me, allegedly. You know, I don't want her to come for me. She's not the girls. She's all for herself. And it's okay to be for yourself. Portia tried YouTube videos today, and she apparently has Housewives gave Kenya the pics they use. Gag. Wow. Oh my God. I'm gagged. So it was an inside job. Well, you said it, I didn't. Y'all read it. It's revenge porn. Okay, I thought so. She's not a girl's girl. And revenge porn is sexual abuse, not assault, but it's all illegal. Okay, so maybe they said meant to use sexual abuse. Okay, so they used the wrong words. Girl, they were up having cocktails and kikiing, okay? That's what the girls do. So maybe I used the wrong word in the moment, but you know what I meant. But Kenya, y'all, she is not remorseful at all about this. I don't get it. I don't get it. But it's not right. Brit Edie, I'm so sorry that you had to experience this. I just don't even have words. But you're an amazing woman. And I'm sorry, Kenya, when you tried to justify and say she signed a lease and it's just documentation. I'm sorry, it's not. Brit Edie buried what she wanted to have buried and sealed to never be opened, no matter what the case may be. So whatever private investigator you hired is illegal, and they did what they did because they knew how to get beyond the gates of what she put on them. And you wanted that because you wanted to go to hell, like Cynthia said. So it wasn't right. It wasn't right. And what you did, I'm sorry. They should have let you ride this stuff out. You absolutely should have been on this season. I hope they bring you back to the reunion because you need to put on your last gown and say, like Rihanna said, take a bow. It's over now. They're going to put you on ice. Kenya has a good support base, system. I don't know what she calls her people because she's all for herself. Okay. Even when I seen her in Atlanta at the hair show, y'all, Kenya is really off. And I don't know. My two best friends are Aquariuses. I love them down. They can be about themselves, but I know how to break through that. And I've never seen them have these kind of ways like this. Kenya is a different type of Aquarius. I don't know. I wouldn't say this is a representation of what Aquarius is. So don't ask what her sign is because she's just really about herself. And y'all have to know her story on why she's about herself. She's about herself in Brooklyn. She don't even give a care about Mark. He don't even exist. Okay? So you can take what you want to take from that. But at the end of the day, Kenya is going to be about herself and stay about herself. No matter what. She is. Okay? All right. I know y'all get a little restless. Some of y'all probably yawned and say, ooh, it's 9. I got to get up for work. Don't act like it's Friday. Yeah. Y'all in the room. It's Friday. Y'all gonna be all right. Even me. But Brit Edie, my heart goes out to you. If y'all haven't watched Real Housewives of Atlanta yet, catch it. We're only P5 episodes in. Do what it do. And get in and catch it. Okay. We need her to come and close the laptop like Nene did and never come back. Yeah. Well, Nene's coming back. The big comeback is coming. Okay. I'm telling y'all, I predict season 18 or 19. And I do predict, I said it over here first, I think Nene Leakes is going to go do Traders first. And I think that if they predict and do it right, make her a good move, slide her in. She's already doing live from the red carpets. I love to see my girl back on TV. I watch it. I watch her podcast. I love me some Nene. And she's a girl's girl. And she could definitely still fit in with these two girls. I'll talk about who I don't think needs to be on the season anymore on another episode, but that's for another day for another dollar. Yep. Okay. All right. Last but not least. Okay, well, we got one more comment before I move on. Let me see. I love it. I would love her on Traders. Yes. Nene Leakes will be really good on Traders. You know it. I'm just trying to get my girl a bag. Okay? I'm just trying to get my girl a bag. I love me some Nene. Nene, I love you. We've never got a chance to meet yet. I hope one day I get to meet Nene and just hug her. But you have been truly reality gold in my world and in my book, and you are my number one reality star. I don't care what nobody say. You are that to me. You are what New York is. Y'all are up there, but you are. I know is she called herself the HBIC first? I think so. But you the HBIC, Nene. I love you too, New York. I do. No shade. Okay, y'all. Oh, what you say, best friend? Well, yeah. Well, Bravo just let us know that they got the budget to bring Nene back. That's all that is. We got rid of Kenya. We got rid of Candy. We know Portia asked for a coin to come back, okay? And we know Phaedra did too. But we know y'all got the coin to bring Nene back too. Here's to the peaches. Okay, y'all. So, billboards. We got to end on this. Billboards dropped its top 25, I think, greatest rappers, female rappers of all time. And your number one, female rapper that is the greatest of all time is Nicki Minaj. Now, this is no shade. I'm not a barb. Only reason why, because I don't indulge in too much of the music to know it enough. But if I can say I could be an honorary barb because I like her looks, her fashion, what she's done, I like Nicki. I have no reason not to. So I can say I would be that kind of. And she's an honorary beehive, I'm sure, because I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. So I don't have no reason not to agree with it. Now, as the list went on, I started to have some concerns. I sure did. I sure did. Billboard top 25 female rappers. Now, this was a staff pick. Okay. I don't want the images. There we go. Now, starting at number 1, you had Nicki Minaj. Starting at number 2, you had Missy Elliott. A lot of people have said, now, again, I've already stated what I stated, so what am I doing now? Stating what I saw in the comments and what people were saying. A lot of people said that Nicki should have, been flipped with Missy Elliott. And they say that because based on when Missy came out and when Nicki came out, they feel like that is who you align her destined with. You know, like without a Missy, there wouldn't have been a Nicki. That's how people were kind of trying to say. But I think when Billboards says Nicki is the greatest rapper of all time, it's because Nicki has done numbers, no shade, that Missy Elliott has not done. And even in the span of her time, I guess still the numbers don't lie. Ooh, I hope y'all don't kill me for this. I'm only reporting the conversation that's out there and what is true. Now, let me see what y'all are saying. Missy would have done circles around her. I like Nicki, but yeah, it's not for me. Okay. Staff pick makes sense because that seems like a Twitter vote. Y'all are not happy about this. Facts. Missy would run them circles around her with her eyes closed. Ooh, y'all are not happy. Nicki is giving fish. Nicki is giving 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, 4 fish. Oh, okay. the lies. Missy's numbers still run past Nicki's. Okay, so if that's the case, we're looking at things in two different eyes also. So here's another thing on why. You know, I always try to be the devil's advocate and give y'all the entirety. Are we going off of streams? If we're going off streams, then they're going off those numbers too. Now, here's where it got finicky, because we're going to go down this list a little bit really quickly, because I know y'all want to go to bed. Y'all want to go to bed. Nicki Minaj, 1. Missy Elliott, 2. Lauryn Hill, number 3. Somebody said Lauryn Hill's not a rapper. We'll move on. Lil' Kim, 4. Why wasn't Lil' Kim 3? That was the only issue that I had. Lil' Kim should have been number 3. Period, point blank. And 4 should have went to Queen Latifah. And if we had to give it to Lauryn Hill, she should have been 5. That was it for me. MC Lyte, 6. Salt and Pepper, 7. Roxanne, 8. Eve, 9. Foxy, 10. A lot of people felt that Foxy should have been higher. Where is she? Cardi B, 11. Okay. The Brat, 12. Trina, 13. Trina should have been in top 10. Somewhere in the top 10. Left Eye, 14. Again, top 10 quality to me. Megan Thee Stallion, 15 for her career. Where she's at, I'll give her 15. Doja Cat, 17. 18 was Remy Ma. 19 was Lotto. 20, Moni Love. 21, Glorilla. I think Glorilla should have been 16, right underneath Meg. Just my opinion. 22, Lady Rogue. 23, R.I.P. Gangsta Boo. 24, Doechii. She should have been higher. But for her just coming out, I had to understand she made the list. And 25, Terrorwack. A lot of people weren't happy with all those decisions. I'm sorry. I still stand and say, if we're going by numbers, the numbers don't lie. And yes, Nicki Minaj, we do look at it as she should pay homage. Well, again, Nicki is just one of those ones that's just not going to do it. Y'all want her to give thanks to these girls that were before her? That's just not what she does. Okay. I'm going to let you join the line, but you can't be on the road while you're driving. So catch me next week, best friend. You can join the live. You got to have good sound and good lighting. That's all I need. Y'all want to join me next week? Should we bring some special guests live and do some live conversations? All y'all have to do is just click on the link that I post. It'll invite you a guest. Now, if you don't want to come on with your camera, you can come on with a cute little avatar that you can create, or you can put a picture there. But maybe we could do a live Q&A and talk about the show. I really wish we could do that tonight. It would have been fun if somebody really wanted to come on tonight. But I know it's getting late. I don't want to keep y'all any longer. But next week, let's have a little fun. Let's do that. I'll drop the link in the comments. You can click on it. Good lighting. Make sure we can be able to hear you if you want to be seen. And don't come up here talking no foolishness. And then at the end of the show, we'll leave time to just kind of go back and y'all give me your opinions live on some of the things that we talked about that night. What y'all think about that? Yeah, just, at the end of the show, every now and then, I'll drop a link. And, if it becomes a hot thing. Okay, and you'll still be on here. You just always got to be difficult. God damn. Okay. We're going to do it. We're going to give it a shot next week. We're going to try it out. We're going to see how it works. I think that's going to be really fun. I think that's going to be really, really fun. Okay, y'all. Well, it has been really, really fun tonight. I'm excited. We're doing new things. Tonight was a good show. It was a really good show. Y'all really showed out for y'all boy. To those that are going to rewatch this video, leave your comments because I will go back. I do respond I just don't never have comments to respond to. No shade. And I ain't tripping now. Because when the time comes, don't try to be in the comments when everybody else start getting in the comments. But if you really a crew, you're going to go ahead and be in them comments. So if you are rewatching and you are a part of the crew, make sure you leave a comment because I want to know your opinion on one of the topics for tonight. All right? So drop that in the comment section. Share this live. Maybe somebody need to hear about fear that we talked about earlier. Let them know, like, hey, be encouraged. And then have a good laugh. Have a great weekend, y'all. Look, I've been talking too long. I need a little water. But have a great weekend. I will see y'all next week live. I went live over Twitch. I don't know where y'all was at on Twitch. I went live last week. Sure did. We watched some old rewatch videos. We even talked about the documentary and broke that down because this is the 5th year anniversary this year. Woo! We've been on YouTube for 5 years. So we're going to keep on going and keep on celebrating. But it's been a great journey. It's had its ups and downs. I've had amazing moments and I've had some very what the moments. I've had some moments, I'm not going to do it. But I am going to do it. And I'm going to do this until I'm on the ground. And I might even do it until I ain't got no teeth. And if I'm talking and they come out on them, I'm saying, hold on, let me grab my teeth. And I'm going to put them back in. So yeah, we're going to have a good time. Watch this video, share this video, be encouraged by this video. Like this video right now if you haven't already. And until then, I will see y'all next time. It's been great. It's been amazing. And I know it's sad to see me go. But I'll be back next week, live and direct, in your house, on your screen, on your telephone, wherever you watching me at, giving you what I need to give you. Hey, you got this, okay? Don't give up. I know it's hard right now, but you have been through. And look, you watching me now. So you made it through. So you got this. Keep on smiling. Because this too shall pass. We out, y'all. Cheers to your Thursday and have a great weekend. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.